Oh! Punishes that! Punish! That's the wicket.
Whoa! Balls to Brand. Oh! Balls to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu not trusting his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Good afternoon, ladies and
May be able to make that. Oh! At last, punishes that. Punish. That's the wicket.
Whoa! Balls to Brand. Oh! Balls to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu not trusting his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you! Boundaries.
Ooh. May be able to make that. Oh! Last, punishes that. Punish. That's the wicket.
Whoa! Balls to Brand. Oh! Balls to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu not trusting his partner.
A very good afternoon, viewers out there. My name is Alpha. We are back live at Florida Cricket Oval, Ziba and Koko Njeru. This afternoon we are having a game between Kayunga Titans taking on Njeru Worriors. This is a decider. This is a decider of who takes the 5th position in this tournament. This tournament is proudly brought to you by Kingsley Children's Medical Center, Deep End Sports Media, Mukono Cricket Community, and not forgetting the mother body, that is Cricket Uganda. I would like to take you to the center for the toss with Solomon.
number 16 on match day 8 of the Mukono T20 Cup. And in the middle we have the captains, Kayunga Titans and Njeru Worriors, tossing.
Tails is the call.
Tails is the call.
Tails. Heads.
I will speak to Asaba, captain of the Kayunga Titans. You've won the toss. What are you going to do?
We're going to have a bat first.
Any particular reason why?
We are looking to put on a big score so that we can come and defend it.
Been out of action for a while in the tournament. Any changes to your team?
Yeah, we made 2 changes. Ben Solomon is coming for Junior Fortunate, and another youngster for someone else.
Good luck. Edwin? Yes, you lost that toss. What would you have loved to do? A narrow loss in the morning game to the Buvuma Sailors. Any changes? Okay, all the best, Edwin. Back to you guys.
This is game day. This is game day 8, match number 16. I would like to leave you with the highlights as we come back. We are back live. Game number 16. Match day. Match day 8. My name is Alpha. And this is the Mukono T20 Cup. Proudly sponsored by Kingsley Children's Medical Center, Deep End Sports Media, Mukono Cricket Community, and the Motherboard Cricket Uganda. This is the match between the Kayunga Titans versus Njeru Worriors. It's a decider of the 5th position. Kayunga Titans won the toss and decided to take on the bat. Man on strike, Pasco Murungi, currently playing for the Cricket Cranes. And coming from the forest end, very good young man, athletic, Mitali, having delivered that first ball, resulting into a dot ball. Umpires standing in, Sharon Athola and Gloria Obukor. A little bit of outswing coming from that last delivery by Mitali. Pasco Murungi, with all the skill, playing his professional cricket from Zimbabwe, is ready to capitalize on this today. And Pasco Murungi gets off the mark. One run, Kayunga Titans. Brian Asaba on strike. I beg your pardon. Conrad Lubwama on strike. Conrad Lubama, drop and run off the strike and off the mark. And that's a wicket. Pasco Murungi gets out on that. A little conference out there on the field. The last over of the first the last ball of the first over. trapped out. LBW. I would like to introduce back my co-commentator, Solomon. What do you say about that?
Thank you, Alpha. The wretched luck for Pascal Moronji continues in this tournament. Not lighting up the batting charts. Took some while to leave the wicket. Fully convinced that that ball was missing stumps, but umpire Gloria Obukol unequivocally telling him that you have to take that walk, scoring just one. We apologize for the lack of graphics, technical difficulties we are dealing with. But it is a joke, Francis, coming from the highway end. Full ball down the leg.
Good cricket. We are most likely to watch good cricket this afternoon, as it is the decider of the 5th place out of 6. And another one by a joke. That was a very good yoker. He now gets 2 out of his. They are now 2 wickets. He gets the first one out of his first over in this second over of the match. In this innings. What is not happening with Kayunga Titans? And that's a new batter coming in there.
Alpha, a procession of quick wickets. Conrad Lubuama falling. A yorker from Ejok Francis. Good line. These 2 teams firmly rooted at the bottom of the 6-team log. And this contest determining where they end up. The best position being 5th. Wide down the leg by Ejok Francis.
You look at Ejok Francis. He moves with all motivation in him after picking that wicket of Conrad Lubuama, a danger man of Kayunga Titans.
Amor is watching out for his celebration. Ball spits off the turf, pinning the batter. Fedot ball. What a disappointing campaign it has been for Pascal Moronji.
Man on off form. And but it all doesn't end there. He shouldn't give up. He just needs to continue, practicing with the team, go on with all I think it might be something psychologically getting into his nerves.
I would put it down more to bad luck than anything. This time round, choosing to come at the top of the order. Dot ball, but unable to stay long. That's why he was incredulous in his appeals to the umpire, not believing that he has to walk for. Lofted shot off covers, brings boundary for the batter. Kayunga Titans winning the toss and electing to bat in this encounter. 5 runs on board, losing 2 quick wickets. 2 overs down.
I would like to remind you, Solomon, these are the 2 teams that posted the lowest scores in this tournament, and they are meeting up again in the decider of the 5th position.
Yes, another low-scoring encounter between these 2. On that occasion, the Titans posting 56, managing to defend that. At the toss, Edwin said he's not had the opportunity to bat first in this tournament. Poor backing up from the fielders. Results in 5 runs. Just a simple drop and run. Picked up by Sowobi. Mad throw for the extra runs. Good running. We promised you exciting cricket at the start of this tournament, and we've lived up to that billing. Plenty of thrills and spills. Fast and furious cricket out there in the middle. Well, now into our 8th match day. 1 match day remaining tomorrow for the finals and 3rd place playoff. Wild swing from Boji, leading edge, catch not completed.
When you look at the way he ran in, the way the fielder ran in for that catch, he kind of slowed a bit as he was approaching it. He gets that for 1 to 3rd man, and 3rd man feels it.
punished by the batter via square leg region for 4. Dabbed to gully. Quick single taken. Bringing us to the end of the 3rd over. 22 runs on board, for the loss of 2 wickets. Scoring rate of just above 7.
A joke back, a joke back on the attack from the highway end. Solomon, I'd like to tell you, we don't have so many left-hand seamers in Uganda, and it's always exciting and discovering new left-hand seamers at an early age. The development team will need to work hand in hand with Cricket Uganda to see such good breeds of cricketers is maintained.
Left-handed. Oh, misses that one. Left-handed seamers and spinners at a premium in world cricket due to the fact of that angle that they're able to have against majority batters being right-handers. Another hack, but missed by Boji Martin. Should be playing forward as he shadows that shot in the background. Solid defense brings 1.
A poor misfield in between point and gully makes Lugazi Trekkers get 1 out of that. And that's a ball bowled by a joke picking his 2nd wicket. I don't think Boji had a clue on what he was playing. All the previous balls has been trying to give himself room and stepping away from the line of the ball, and this time loses track, ending up being dismissed bowled by a joke. His body gestures showing a lot of disappointment in him. It's the Mukono T20 Cup. the first of its kind in this region, proudly brought to you by Kingsley Children's Medical Center, Deep End Sports Media, Mukono Cricket Development, and Cricket Uganda. New batter in, the captain himself, Asaba Bryan. Bowler coming from the forest end. Clicks that to third man for 1. I don't think why Kayunga Titans should be in a rush. They have lost quick 3 wickets in just 4 overs. This is uncalled for. They should build up partnerships. And there goes a click. Captain Asaba Bryan goes out on a golden duck. Oh my goodness. The Njeru Warriors proving to be on top of the Kayunga Titans. Good cricket being displayed by Njeru Warriors. And now it's 4 wickets down in just 4 wickets down, 32 runs in just 4 overs. This is the 5th over running. Now on the crease are the youngsters of this region, ready to take on the mantle. Let's see if they can stick in there and build partnerships. What I've noticed with the batters of Kayunga Titans, all of them are following, the ones who are caught are following the ball. They are not waiting for the ball to come to them. They are all following the ball, are resulting into a click. Asaba Bryan followed that ball and he ended up clicking it to the wicketkeeper. Another one. Oh, it's a miss. Oh my goodness. An opportunity missed. It would have been now for 5. Missed that short covers. Another one. And there he goes. Another wicket. Good catch. 5 wickets down. In just 5 overs. Score is 33. Oh my goodness. What is not happening with Kayunga Titans? That's end of over number 5. Score is 33 for 5. We apologize for the delay in the graphics. The inaugural Mukono T20 Cup, hosted at Florida Cricket Oval, one of a kind, bringing new players on board, youngsters in this region, all enjoying the game of cricket. Most of them have been lacking gameplay time. Here you are, thanking the patron and the chairman of Mukono Cricket Club, putting up this wonderful tournament for the young boys. It's a development tournament, seeing them through. The breeze on this oval is extremely too much, coming from the forest end. A joke returns on attack. Loses control on that, and he boasts. Loses control on that, and that's a wide. Signaled by umpire Sharon Athola. Loud appeals coming from the center. Very good spells are being delivered by a joke. A joke is so zealous, athletic, very energetic young man who loves bowling. Yesterday I saw him bowling in the nets, and now here he is at the center. Mohanguzi London hits that towards square leg for 1. Some housekeeping there. Reminding us, and this is the inaugural Mukono T20 Cup, hosted at Florida Cricket Oval, and proudly sponsored by Kingsley Children's Medical Center. The beautiful pictures and the aerial view of the pitch that you are seeing is brought to you by Deep End Sports Media. All this being gathered by Mukono Cricket community, working hand in hand with the Motherboard Cricket Uganda. A joke gets back on the attack, and he bowls that narrowly. What a fielding from the young man. At third man, Mbaine, beautifully displayed. And that marks the end of over number 6. End of first power play. The score is 39 for 5. Viewers, I would like to welcome back my co-commentator, Solomon. What is your say, and what is it like according to you? What can you say about the power play? What happened during the power play?
Yes, a procession of wickets falling, and we might be in for another low-scoring thriller. But I tell you that the ball is swinging and swinging big, and London Timothy Muhanguzi has to depart. Lofted drive brings a top edge to the man on the ring at covers. 6 wickets down already in this encounter.
Jonathan at covers, at extra cover. Well encountered in there. And seeing London slicing that up, not giving it enough reach for it to go over extra covers.
The Njeru Warriors, having lost a toss and asked to field, so far doing a good job to restrict the Kayunga Titans. 39 runs on board so far, losing 6 wickets in the power play at an average of 1 wicket per over. Still a low-scoring encounter, but with the breeze blowing, the ball is swinging big.
He gets off the mark. He gets off the mark, one there.
I tell you, the wicket keeper doing a dismal job behind the stumps unable to collect most of the balls into the gloves, resulting in buys, costing his team good ball from Mitali Ethan. Man not so much of a big stature, but a big heart, putting in the effort in every single ball. Well fielded by Yusuf at point. Yusuf is part of the ground staff here at Florida Cricket Oval. Good to see that he's getting a match. Spoke to his employer, who said that he has encouraged him to train with the boys coming in from St. Cornelius, Kalagala. So also well on his journey and cricket career. Good work from Mitali Ethan, bringing us to the end of 7 overs, 41 runs on board, and 6 wickets down. Njeru Warriors against the Kayunga Titans. The skipper deciding to bowl Ijok on the trot. Skyer up. Missed. Opportunity dropped. That ball is swinging as soon as it is in the air.
The wind is causing the ball to move, to remember the wind is blowing from the forest end towards the highway end. So there was a misjudgment by the field by Fine Leg.
Job bowling to the tram lines for a dot ball. All you need to do is steady yourself and keep your eyes on the ball to effect the catch. Maine Rakib, third man, cleans up. Using his feet, but misses out for a dot ball.
As he comes down the wicket, he doesn't move in the line of the ball.
Good call to pick up one.
Solomon, sometimes when you're coming down the wicket, you need to come down towards the ball.
All you're trying to do is get your feet to the pitch of the ball and hit it through. And with that dot ball coming to the end of the 8th over, 43 runs on board for the Kayunga Titans, losing 6 in the process. At bottom of the table clash to determine the 5th and 6th place on the log. But with the Buvuma Sailors, Lugazi Trekkers already are assured of participating in tomorrow's final. 8 overs done, 43 runs on board, bringing Mbaine Rakib on from the forest end. Titans won the toss and elected to bat. Having a hard go at this, losing quick wickets.
Very spark bowling from a jock, very young man, left-hand seamer. He's a promising player for Uganda, and there will be a camp for the baby cranes. So I think coaches should be watching, and this young boy should be selected to come and join the camp.
Took the words right out of my mouth. Opportunities to be selected. Straight over the head of the bowler. Good work in the deep from Edwin Nuagaba to prevent a certain fall, but hurting himself in the process, and stays on the ground, stretches out, and is back on his feet.
You know, he's the captain, so he needs to lead at the front.
Fully done that in this tournament. You can accuse him anything but of slacking. Very fiery competitor. Carried his team, but unable to cross the line in previous encounters. Dab down for a dot ball. Skyer. And we wait for confirmation from the fielder if illegally. But the leg side umpire confirms that that ball was caught beyond the boundary by Matovu. 6.
A pretty look at that. Look at the recap. He moves back. He catches it out of the boundary. Punishes that for 4 through covers. And that's a second boundary in just 2 overs. In just 2 balls. First one was a 6, and now this one is a 4. Score is 52 for 6.
Inside edge, Solomon using his feet. Dot ball to bring us to the end of Mbaine's over. The score is 52 runs, 6 wickets lost after 9 overs for the Kayunga Titans.
New bowler coming in from the highway end, Matovu. Well fielded at point by Captain Edwin Nagaba. And what a beautiful catch.
Taken at point by Nwagaba, diving forward. Off the bowling of Matovu. Man clearly enjoying himself out there in the field. Does all the running, the catching, everything seeming to stick in his fingers. 7 wickets down for the Titans.
Good catch from the man himself, the captain of Njeru Warriors, Edwin Nwagaba, dubs as the coach player still for Njeru Warriors. Edwin Nwagaba, the young brother to the former player for the Cricket Cranes. That is Arunite Zephania, one of those players who used to be so explosively in the first power play of either 50 overs or T20. The man had nothing to lose. As long as he has his bat, he would always clear you off.
You should check out his highlights on YouTube. Having played in the summer, Zephaniah. Yoka to Brian Asaba. Clean up by Yunus Sowobi, restricting that one to a single. Jadia trying to steal a single there. Tight lines from Matovu. Sowobi Yunus cleaning up in the deep, restricting that one. Bringing us to the end of the 10th over. 58 runs on board. 7 wickets lost for the Kayunga Titans, who won the toss and elected to bat. Right down to the business end of this first edition of the Mukono T20 Cup. Tomorrow being the final day, having a third place playoff match, and obviously the finals, where a new champion will be crowned. Buvuma Sailors await the Trackers in that finals, and the Mukono development side against the Buikwe Gladiators. Much anticipated grudge match. But Solomon smacked that one for 6 off the bowling of Nwagaba, Edwin, from the forest end.
From the first time I saw Solomon getting onto the wicket, he became aggressive, even picking his single. He became aggressive, even picking his his single off the mark. Being punished again. 1 bounce for 4. Solomon takes on Captain Edwin Wagaba. Eyes on the ball. Composes himself and swings it. This is the Mukono T20 Cup, hosted at Florida Cricket Oval in Ziba, Njeru. It's proudly brought to you by Kingsley Children's Medical Center, Deep End Sports Media, Mukono Cricket Community, and Cricket Uganda. Very, very exciting and entertaining cricket. Action-packed, full of complete 7 days of cricket, non-stop cricket. The kids out here have gotten enough game time that they were really demanding, and we have to thank the chairman of Mukono Cricket Community putting up this initiative of the inaugural Mukono T20 Cup of 6 teams. That is the Buvuma Sailors, Lugazi Trekkers, Kayunga Titans, Njeru Worriors, Buyikwe Gladiators, and not forgetting Mukono Development.
Batter out there, Ben Solomon, not to be confused with me, myself, and I. Solomon Chigozi out here in the comms. Edwin Nwagaba to continue with a new ball. Sorry, with a replacement ball. Only managing one of that.
And that marks the end of over number 11. Score is 79 for 7. You would forgive us for the graphics displayed, for the delay in the display with the graphics.
Yes, we are experiencing technical difficulties. That doesn't take away from the exciting cricket being played out there in the middle. Balls him. Moving back to that ball. Batman still rooted at the crease.
He can't believe it. That has been bowled out. Maybe he's thinking that the wicketkeeper must have removed the bails, but at the way the sound came out and seeing the off stump, really, let us look at the recap of this and how it was bowled. Totally bowled.
He will have no qualms with that. The replay showing that beaten by that ball. I wonder what he was thinking staying longer at the wicket, having been indicated out by the umpire.
There he goes, totally frustrated. Score is 79 for 8 after 8 overs. New batter on. A quick discussion of Chadia and the batter going on strike. It's pretty good seeing the youngsters really converging and discussing on how to build innings. Almost an opportunity for Njeru Warriors to a quick one there from the batters. What a misfield. Poorly misjudged by man on fine leg. Matovu on form of
Inside edge. The ball is still spinning even past the wicket. So as you come in as a fielder, you have to keep your eyes on it throughout. Welfare check on the wicket keeper in some obvious discomfort. Conference between skipper, a probable dislocation, but the Titans managing to go beyond the total they scored when they encountered the Warriors in the first round. Six teams in the inaugural edition of the Mukono T20 Cup: Buvuma Sailors, Lugazi Trekkers, Mukono Development Team, Buikwe Gladiators, Njeru Warriors, and the Kayunga Titans. Looking forward to an exciting finals day tomorrow that will bring us to the close of this 2025 edition. Special thanks go out to Kingsley Children's Medical Center in Mukono, our premier sponsors, Deep End Sports Media, your one-stop shop for live broadcasting, outside broadcasting, live events, podcasting, and production needs. Of course, this tournament being organized by Mukono Cricket Community under the stewardship of Cricket Uganda. That loud appeal brings us to the end of 12 over. Score is 83 runs for 8. The Titans choosing to set a score. Chadia Alex on strike. Nuagaba Edwin with the ball in hand. Continuing from the forest end. Skyer. Running man in from fine leg. Unable to complete that. Good effort from Ijok Francis. Bringing Basila on strike. The dummy ball that new age cricketers are so fond of bowling. They use that to gauge what the batsman intends to do. The Njeru Warriors back to their full composition of 11 players, having played with 10 in the earlier fixture this morning against the Sailors. Slower ball from Nuagaba, swept by Mitali. A collision out there in the middle between the batters leads to a run out. I will tell you that was deliberate misfield from out there in the deep, trying to draw them into a second run, and they fall for the carrot.
No, there was a a mix-up in which direction the other should take, so causing a little bit of lapse for them to really finish up the second run.
That run out, starting out from the deep, Alpha. The fielder pretending to misfield, and the youngsters falling for that. Slower ball swept. Look at that. Then quickly back in. And that collision in the middle. Dear viewers, you will have to bear with us as we are right at the edge of the Njeru Highway. Arafat makes his way to the middle.
As the last man standing for Team Kayunga Titans.
Umpire Gloria Obukol helping out the young man to speed up play. Surprising that they come out from the dressing room not fully attired for battle. Alpha, what has been your most entertaining game so far in this tournament.
Pretty much what I can say is the lowest score of 56 paid between these same teams that are playing for the fifth position. That has been my highlight, my interesting game in this tournament.
Good work in the field, bringing us to the end of the 13th over. 87 runs on board for the Kayunga Titans. 9 wickets lost in the process. Certainly that was a thriller. And then the Mukono development team involved in 2 thrillers. One being yesterday against the Lugazi Trekkers, and then the other against the Worriors, managing to beat the Worriors.
Oh, it was quite interesting yesterday too. Where Mukono development was playing against Lugazi Trekkers.
Trekkers managing to hold their nerve and overhauling 146 runs, remaining only with 7 balls in the innings. A lot was stake definitely for a place in the finals. Trekkers managing to play true to form, having started yesterday as second and completing the day as second, taking them into the finals for tomorrow's game against the Buvuma Sailors. 1 wicket to pick up for Njeru Warriors to bring to an end the innings of the Titans. Titans won the toss and chose to set a target. Exciting cricket we've had over the 7 days of this first edition of the T20 Cup, organized by Mukono Cricket Community. Mukono Cricket Community started in 2021 and brings together very many schools within the region, among them being St. Cornelius, Kalagala SS, Mount St. Henry's High School, Mukono, St. John's, Kauga SS, Mukono, King's High School, and we are looking to onboard other schools as we spread the gospel of cricket within this region. We are trying to develop into a high performance hub and call upon sponsors and facilitators. Another look at that run out.
I love the way umpire Gloria Obukor positioned herself to see the run out. She positioned herself very well, and how she signaled, initiated, and showed the run out, showing the wicket.
We have to thank Cricket Uganda for the training opportunities to match officials, right from the scorers. Bolzim bringing an end to the first innings of this encounter. Kayunga Titans posting 87 runs all out in just 13.1 overs, having won the toss and elected to bat. consolation being that they've gone past the total of 52 that they scored against these same opponents in the group stages. Coming up will be the batting squad will make for sad reading for the Titans. A quick procession of wickets, at one point being 6 wickets down in 6 overs. The Warriors managing to finish this off, and we await the second inning. Welcome to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the lighter.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And
told
if
you
you-
boundaries.
Oh! Punch. Can they be able to make it? Oh! No. At last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome you to the live action. Match before contesting the final and of the lighter.
That's the wicket.
And it
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
but with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And
told
if
you
you-
boundaries.
Can they be able to make it? Oh! No. Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome you to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the lighter.
That's the wicket.
And it
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
but with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And
told
if
you
you-
boundaries.
Can they be able to make it? Oh! No. Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome you to the live action. The match before contesting the final and of the lighter.
That's the
So
wicket.
what is the ball? And it
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
but with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And
told
if
you
you-
boundaries.
Punch. Can they be able to make it? Oh! No. Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome you to the live action. The match before contesting the final and of the lighter.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu line, don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Oh! Last punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the live action.
That's the wicket.
And the
Tanya.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
but with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu line, don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Oh! Last punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the live action.
That's the wicket. Tanya.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu line, don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Oh! Last punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the live action.
That's the wicket. Tanya.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu line, don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Can they be able to make it? Oh! Last punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the live action.
That's the wicket. Tanya.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that line,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu line, don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I told you!
Punched. Can they be able to make it? Oh! Last punishes that. Punish.
Welcome to the live action. Match before contesting the final and the live action.
That's the wicket.
Whoa! Goes to Brand. Oh! Goes to Brand. Oh!
But with that sign,
Whoa!
that Cyrus Kakulu Nantu, don't trust in his partner, but that sometimes comes back. I
And if you-
Punched. Can they be able to make it up? Oh,
do the- to do it.
no. Last, he punishes that. Punish.
Welcome you to the live action. Match the 4 contesting the final and the lighter.
That's the
So
wicket.
we'll be with the ball. Yep. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to game number 15 between the Kayunga Titans against the Njeru Warriors. The Titans won the toss and elected to bat, posting 84 runs all out. And the second innings are off. Conrad Lubwama coming from the highway end, having a slip. Kadu Peter, the batter. Pins him in the crease. Thick inside edge. Flighted ball from Lubwamanon put away by Kadu Peter. These two teams in the first round being involved in a low-scoring thriller. The Titans winning by just 2 runs. This is the 5th plus playoff. Kadu holds his pose, but not balls on offer from Lubwama. No ball called by umpire Sharon. Free hit being indicated. Quicker ball from Luwama, missed by the keeper, trickles down for 4 byes, bringing us to the end of the first over. 5 runs on the board for the Njeru Warriors. Welcoming back Alpha Adoa.
Pretty much. Thank you, Solomon. It has been a wonderful first innings displayed by the Njerus. The first innings, the Njeru Titans were on top of the Kayunga Titans, limiting them to a small score of 84.
Apologize for that graphic. It should read 84 for 10. Should be corrected pretty soon. Ben Solomon comes in from the forest end. Starts off with a wide. Dot ball. I hope as we come to the end of this tournament, the youngsters have increased in their cricket knowledge and experience. Missed. This tournament being organized for that very particular reason, to give opportunity to the upcoming youngsters. Solomon strays wide.
Solomon is losing line, and but I think there is something he really wants to try out to do. Let's await to see it. And he manages to pick that wicket. 7 for 1.
Cato Vincent
Njeru Warriors. Kayunga Titans managed to pick their first wicket. A little conference with the experienced player on the team. Congratulating Chadia, having a handshake with Chadia. Pasco Murungi. Coming into bat is Matovu.
We apologize for this afternoon experiencing some difficulties. Changes in the field setting. Appeals as the ball hits the pads of Matovu. Strays wide.
Solomon must be experiencing a little bit as he's approaching the wicket to gather himself. There must be a shuffle, with his steps.
Minor break in play. The Titan batters are all falling quickly in the first innings of this match. At one point there was a procession of quick wickets. Titans having played 5 matches, losing 4 and winning only 1, firmly rooted at the bottom of this 6-team log. The Njeru's Worriors as well played 5, lost 4, won 1, also with 3 points, leading us to this bottom of the table clash to determine position number 5 and 6. Strays to leg. Solomon, he has to know where the breeze is blowing from and try and work with it rather than fighting against it.
One of the senior players has to be communicating with him and telling him where the breeze is coming from.
As the first bowler, one rule of thumb is pick up a few strands of grass and drop them from a height. That will give you the clear wind direction. second of 11 runs on board for the Warriors, having lost 1 wicket so far. First edition of the Mukono T20 Cup, organized by Mukono Cricket Community. A shout out to our tournament director, who also doubles as the chairman of Mukono Cricket Community, also chairman of the Cricket Uganda Umpires Association, Mr. Simon Chintu. In the air, caught at mid-on, giving Boji Martin his first wicket. We are in Alpha for another low scoring encounter between these two teams.
Beautiful catch taken by Brian Asaba, dismissing the batter of Njeru Warriors.
That ball turning sharply, trying to play with a spin but unable to get hold of it. Some help with the safety gear. I think for a batter, what you put on last are your gloves as you come in and take your guard. Boji will continue from the highway end. Dot ball. Boji turning that ball into the batter.
Good bowling from Bogi. Score is 11 for 2 after 3 overs. Njeru Warriors.
Warriors chasing 85 for victory. In their allotted 20, requiring just above 4 as the run rate. Bowling change at the forest end. Chadia Alex comes in with the ball. Bowled plenty throughout this tournament. Had some good spells and picked up wickets.
Well fielded by the man on mid-on, denying them a single there. Beautiful. Hit. And that's a 4. Hit at through long or through mid on for 4. Very beautiful shot hit by Matovu.
Swipes at that one. Matovu. Wicket keeper swallowing that up. And he has to depart. The third wicket falls in this encounter. Thick outside edge, right into the hands of the keeper. Chadia celebrates.
He swings across the line. 1 knee down. He wasn't nowhere close to punishing that to the side screens from the forest end.
Edwin Nwagaba, the captain of the Njeru Warriors, on strike. Coming in at number 5. Scored a half century in the morning game. Straight off the mark.
Edwin Nwagaba coming in will make the youngster by his batting with have that courage and motivation. He just needs to talk to the youngster and see themselves building innings, building a partnership. And what a miss. It passes in between slips. They manage to get one. It finds third man and they manage to get one.
The ball is swinging due to the breeze. Field placement changes. As the batter also gets his chair right. Chases on from from a misfield from the wicket keeper.
And that is a good over coming from Chadia. Ending over number 4. Score is 17 for 3. Njeru Warriors. Reminding you, this is the Mukono T20 Cup, proudly sponsored by Kingsley Children Medical Center, Deep End Sports Media, Mukono Cricket Community, and then Cricket Uganda, coming hand in hand with Mukono Cricket Community to see this happen. Nwagaba there, Captain Nwagaba, alias as also a coach player in this team Njeru Warriors on strike. It's a new bowler change coming from the highway end. Asava Brand, Captain Kayunga Titans.
Trying to cut that ball off the back foot. Quicker ball in for another dot ball. Nwagaba trying to use his feet, but that ball quick in as well. Another dot ball. Scoreboard pressure mounting.
Hits that to mid wicket and managed to get one.
Played off his feet, the young man, for one at fine leg. Asaba adjusts. Long on. Goes astray with that one.
At the look of things, he wants to trap Edwin Nwagaba, stumped by the wicketkeeper.
Bringing us to the end of the 5th over. Asaba's first over going for 5. The score is 25 runs on the board for the Njeru Warriors, losing 3 wickets in the process. Nwagaba and Kadu with the rebuilding job of this innings.
Chadia back on strike, back on attack. Punishes that, hits that in between point and gully. And they manage to take 2.
Cut for 1. Nwagaba loves the cut shot. Plays it comfortably.
And that's why you see they have set for him 3 fielders along the cut shot, for the cut shot, wanting to trap him there.
Those positions just slightly out of the frame. We have a look at that. Maximum from Nwagaba. Right into the side screen for 6 runs. Another boundary cut via point for 4 runs.
Edwin Nagaba, captain, Njeru Warriors. He's very good with his hands.
Appeal comes in with that bat wrapping the ball, the pads of Nwagaba, bringing us to the end of the 6th over. 35 runs on board, 3 wickets lost. Edwin Nwagaba, 12 runs. Kadu Peter, 5. That Chadia over going for 13 runs.
Quite expensive over.
Play to square leg by Mitali for 1. Moving back, but the ball hitting the bat and to the pads. Rana Saba. Cut. And the chest is on. Good running in between the wickets for 3 runs.
Edwin Nadagaba wants to make sure he gets the strike.
Mitali seeming comfortable with the bowling as well, so to let him play also.
So when Edwin Nagaba gets the strike, he wants to make sure that he is able to get the maximum for his team. An uppercut.
Jadia Alex, equally adept with his feet, prevents a certain boundary. Flighted ball punished by Nuagaba above cow corner, hugging the boundary.
Very quick with his hands. And that marks the end of over number 7. Score is 48 for 3. A quick healthy check by umpire Sharon Athola. On to the wicketkeeper. I beg your pardon, on the wicketkeeper.
The Warriors inching closer and closer to their target.
For them to get the score, they just need Captain Nwagaba to stick in there.
Just 37 runs away. Mitali Ethan on strike and the bowler change at the first end. Arafa comes into bowl. Right in the block hole.
When you look at Arafat, the way he comes into ball, he comes in lazily, but he bowls the ball right straight to the stumps.
I think his bowling action has evolved and he's worked that one out by himself. Previously, he used to bowl like the great Lasith Malinga with that winding action. Picks up one.
This is interesting for the young players. Actually, I can see coaches have a lot of what to pick out of this, and teaching them how long barriers are done, short barriers are done, where and all that can be done.
Cut away, above point, ball stopping. Picking up two. Sorry, they pick up 3 runs from the previous ball. The efforts of the field are all in vain. Nwagaba picks up another boundary.
Like I told you, he's so quick with his hands. He punches that straight to the screen.
missed by the wicket keeper. For some runs.
Oh, beautifully stopped by the batsman in there. If they continue building like this, batting in pairs with Edwin Wagaba, it will turn out to be just a cake for them getting to that score with ease.
The fall of Nwagaba during the Njeru Warrior innings in this tournament has always led to a collapse. Hopefully he can stick there this time round. The asking rate just 26 runs to get in plenty of balls. Boji Martin returns from the highway end. Coach against student.
What a combination and what a battle.
Whoever wins this contest will have the bragging rights. Changes in the field. Long on, cow corner, deep mid wicket. Uses his feet, but unable to put that away. Long off as well. Slips comes in. Quick run.
A slight fumble there by Conrad Lobama at covers, letting them go for a one there.
Plays off his feet beautifully. Mitali Ethan. And they run for two. Young man looks comfortable out there.
Very good cricket displayed by the young man out there on strike. Rotation of the strike. Good cricket and good call from Edwin Wagaba, captain Njeru Warriors, dubbing as the coach player in this team. And that marks the end of over number 9. Score is 63 for 3. Njeru Warriors. Very good seeing Edwin Wagaba having a slight chat with the young man out there. He must have communicated with the young man, telling him how he can be able to get to strike, but also as you see the new bowler coming in there, and fielding positions are changing, bringing most of the fielders into the ring to limit the batters from getting any single. They want to maintain and give the young man. They want to maintain the young man in strike and denying Edwin Nwagaba to come onto strike.
The Warriors just 22 runs away. Plays lazily at that one. Not moving his feet, but throwing his hands at the ball, and gives away a wicket. Caught by Conrad Lubwama.
And the partnership has been broken. Just a top edge to point to man on point, and a catch is easily taken by Conrad Lubwama.
That brings Yunus Sawabi to the crease. He's been devastating with the ball, but struggling to make runs.
New batter in, Yunus Sawabi, experienced player in Njeru Warriors. New bowler coming from the Forest End, Said.
Right in the block hole.
With the experience of these two players, Yunus Sawabi and Edwin Nwagaba, I expect them to stay in there, build the innings, and see themselves winning this. Representing as the experienced players, this will really motivate the youngsters in their team.
I think the youngsters have learnt a lot throughout the tournament. Obviously, this being the last game. This is the partnership to take them home.
Pretty much. What a bisector hit between deep square and deep mid wicket 4 runs. Sawabi Yunus also opening up a boundary in style. Score is 69 for 4 after 9.
The Njeru Warriors are just 16 runs away from what would be their second win in this tournament. Playing back-to-back today. Involved in that game in the morning against the Sailors. Losing that one. A valiant effort from Wagaba, but falling short by 30 runs. And Boji Martin returns from the highway end.
Beautifully punched by Edwin Agaba. Through point for 4. Amazing display coming from Edwin Agaba, captain Njeru Warriors, dubbed as the coach.
Plays his favorite shot. Beats the man. Gets 4. Comes down the track to a turning ball. Boji Martin strikes to win this contest between him and his coach. Playing for different teams in this tournament.
That was a very beautiful spin. From the young man. He comes down the wicket, but not into the line of the ball, and goes across, swings across, misses it, and hits direct the stumps. 73 for 5.
New batter in is Mbaine Rakib. Is this the start of a collapse? But that would be criminal when they're just 12 runs away and we are just barely past the halfway point of this innings.
Another one. Another wicket. The game is getting tighter and tighter. New batter goes for a golden duck. He hits top edge and finds man on point. Chadia gets hold of that one. And now pressure is building up. Njeru Warriors with only 12 runs to win.
One brings 2. Mbaine Rakib quickly following his captain, Edwin Wagaba, and an opportunity for a hat-trick. We've had 8 opportunities so far in this tournament for the bowler to complete his hat-trick, and none have been taken. Will this be the day? Jock Francis comes to the crease. Good over so far from Boji. As you saw, so be prepping himself mentally Francis off the mark.
That was good, seeing Yunus Sawobi running quick in between the wickets to be able to get on strike, since he's one of the senior players of Njeru Warriors.
11 required. One ball to go in this Martin Boji over. Short mid-wicket in. That ball turning so much, bringing us to the end of the 11th over. 74 runs on board for the Njeru Warriors, but losing 7 wickets in the process. 10 runs away to tie the game. 11 to outrightly win and claim their second victory. Bowling change at the Forest end. Captain Brian Asaba takes hold of the ball. Changes ongoing in the field placements. We are in for drama.
Good shot from a joke, hitting it over covers for 2.
Dot ball. There shouldn't be any pressure upon the batters, saying that they have very many overs in which to get 9 runs. Shouldn't be in any rush. Takes it out of my mouth. Shouldn't be in a rush to score. All they need to is to keep batting through. But Ijok Francis perishes. When they took the 2 off the first ball, I almost said that Sawobi needs to keep on strike. But he clearly trusted in a joke, but that trust was misplaced. They need to keep calm heads to pick just 9 runs. Score stands at 76 runs for 8. Njeru Warriors chasing down 85 runs to win. 9 away. The Titans need 2 wickets to win. Another game between these two, full of drama. Kato Malcolm comes to the middle. Brian Asaba has the ball. Everybody within the 30-yard. Quick running from Sawobi. two boundary fours, all one maximum and 2 runs, should see the Warriors at home. Good running in between the wickets as the chase is on. 3 runs picked up. The field comes into Kato Malcolm. Kayunga Titans. Changes being made, some consultation between the senior players, Brian Asaba, Pasco Murunji. Five runs to win. An interesting matchup out there. Flighted ball. Goes for wide. 4 required. Quicker ball. Young man tries to run. Sent back by the senior Sowobi. Bringing us to the end of the 12th over. "81 runs on board for the loss of 8 wickets. Njeru Warriors need only 4 runs to win this contest. We see Conrad Lubwama coming back into the attack. He has a slip point. Covers. Sends one down to long off. Alpha, I think Sowobi didn't need to run off that ball. Should wait for those that go for 2.
Just needs to wait for a loose ball and then he punishes it.
Exactly.
For a maximum or a boundary 4.
But 3 required to win. Ball turns sharply. Quick running. Minor collision between the batter and the wicketkeeper. 2 runs. Required to win for the Njeru Warriors. Skies that one. Falls softly. And the scores are tied. Only 1-1 required by the Njeru Warriors to win this contest, which will give them their second victory in this competition. Luwama flights that and is missed by the man at covers. And they ran for 2, winning this contest.
That was a beautiful contest displayed by Njeru Warriors versus Kayunga Titans. Njeru Warriors win by 2 wickets. Splendidly, this has been a game fighting for the 5th position, and Njeru Warriors turn out to be victors, going to number 5. And now the number 6 is known as Kayunga Titans. My name is Alpha. I would like to hand you over to my co-commentator Solomon for the post-match review.
Welcoming you to the live action match before commencing the program and the live action.
That's the wicket.